In other news, multiple schools in Kern County are welcoming students back on campus today. 23 ABC's Kristen Vartan joins us live from Bakersfield Christian High School with what they have planned for their opening this morning. Kristen?
Around and I see.
Yes, Danielle. So we've seen different spaces here on campus at Bakersfield Christian High School that have been converted into classrooms while they welcome students back on campus. But now we're in an actual classroom that used to be too. If you look over my shoulder a little bit, there's a partition right there that indicates that there used to be two classrooms and now they've expanded to do that social distancing. And I have with me right now the VP of Academics, Steve Chai, who will be speaking more to how they kind of came up with this idea.
Yeah, good morning. This past spring, when we started reimagining what it would look like coming back in the fall, and this was before we knew when the actual date was. We were like, okay, so how are we going to distance when the initial protocols came out? And so we started dreaming, okay, how would it look for us to utilize more of our outdoor spaces? How would it look to utilize some of the spaces we already currently have? And so here we have a classroom that used to be two classrooms that would have been configured for about 20-25 students. But then when we open up the partition wall, two spaces that could hold normally about 50 students can now hold approximately 25 because of the new social distancing guidelines.
Amazing. And I kind of peeked over behind me and I saw that there's an out of service sign where the sink is. So tell me about why you have kind of closed these spaces off to the students.
So hand washing stations, obviously we're going to be educating students on hygiene and sanitizing their hands, but what we've done is we have installed contactless fixtures around campus in bathrooms, and any fixture that isn't contactless, because we want to limit frequently touched surfaces, we went ahead and put out of service signs on them and shut off the water.
Okay, one last question for you. So I know that you used to be a youth pastor and there's a big spiritual presence here on campus. How do you think students are feeling from a mental standpoint of having these changes?
I got to tell you, that's one of the things that we've been mindful of since the very beginning. We recognize that school isn't just academic, and it is social, it's emotional, it's spiritual, it's whole student. And that's been our approach at Bakersfield Christian High School. And so part of that has been being ready with not only personnel on standby, ready to meet students where they are, but also trying not understand that business isn't going to be just as normal. It's
right.
Going to be bringing students onto campus, reminding them that this is a safe place for them to learn and grow, and then nurturing and shepherding their hearts through that.
Well, thank you for sharing that with me. We have one more space to look at that's been converted into a classroom. We'll have that in our next half-hour show. For now, live in Northwest Bakersfield at BCHS, Kristen Vartan, 23 ABC News, connecting you.